Welcome to the 22nd C# tutorial using Sharp Develop. You can use Visual Studio also, and then you can follow how you want to. And the only difference being these properties and how we add these settings and how we added them. Okay, because for Visual Studios, it's actually inbuilt already, so you can just go straight for it. But this one we have to add the settings file before. Okay, so we have to open a new form here for this and that. So what we are going to do here is we are going to create two new forms for the add user and forgotten password. So we go to our project folder, we go to add new item, we go to C# Windows form, and then we name it. We just name it, let's name it on add user. Go to create, that's one, and then let's add another one as what's new, add new item. We go to, that's forgotten password. Okay, what we've created these two, so we have to go to the design view and then just design the two of them. Okay, yes. So for the user part, you have to create a database to accept user details, so that when we add a new user, it will be inserted into the database. So we will design that, and we will design this for the forgotten password, and then we will add that. So let's open our browser, go to localhost. You should make sure you started your XAMPP and then Apache. Okay, so you go to phpMyAdmin. When it opens, you go to the database we created, and then so let's start designing our this one when it opens. So we go to table, let's add the table to this table layout panel. You drag and drop it here, and then let's check if okay, it's open. So now we go to our table database we created. We go to this database, and then we create a new table. We already have one here for our testing, and then now let's create a table that says users, right? And then let's give it a few columns, a few rows also, columns actually. And then we add the user full name, we have the username, and then we have the person's password, and then we check if the user is deleted and then the person is logged, and then we add when the user was added, the date, and then the time. Okay, so I think we have username 1, user full name 2, password is 3, and then deleted and then logged is 5, and then we add another 2, making it actually 7. Okay, so let's go to 7 columns. Sorry, and then let's fill this up. Actually it's supposed to be 8, so let's add 1 again. The reason being, we have to add an ID here. That's going to be int, and then we are going to make it auto increment. So we select this one, and then we leave it as a primary key here. We go to go, and then now we go to full name. We go the next one, we name it username. The next one will be password. The next one will be deleted. The reason why we have deleted here is to check if the user is deleted. You can actually not add it, and then when you write a query in your C#, it will just delete the row out, but then maybe you would like to restore that particular user back, and since because of that, that's why you add it. And then the logged here is maybe you just want to log the user out, and then when the person tries to log in, they cannot just log in, and then they are prompted that their account has been locked. Okay, so then now we add date So what this two are is when the user was actually added, the date and then the time they were added. So let's change all these ones, the type to text here. You can change it to varchar and then you give the value, the length for that. That's maybe 250. Okay, but then I'm just doing them text to make my work easier for me. And then okay, so we add all these and then we are done. We go to save, and then now we have two new tables here. Okay, so when we select our database here, we have two tables. When we go to user, we have this is the browse. Let's go to the structure of the table so that you see how it is. So we have 8 columns here. We have ID, full name, username, password. So if you want to add a user, we are going to add 1, 2, 3, right? Actually, I think we should add 1 to know the gender of the user, or yes, that's all. Or actually, let's add 2. So if you want to add 2 more columns to the database after you've to the table after you've created it, you just go to where you want to add it. So let's just go here after password, and then we add 2 more. We are going to do, the first one is going to be the user type, the kind of user who's logging in. Maybe the person is an admin or just an employee or something. And then the next one is going to be just maybe the gender of the user. That's all. Okay, so this is it, and then we go to save, and then it's going to alter the table and then add those columns to it. So now we have 10 columns. Okay, so what we are going to do here is we should go back to our software here, and then we have to add how many columns. What we are going to take here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these ones are going to be default values, and then there's no need for them to be showing on the form itself. So we are going to need 5 text boxes that are going to collect this data into the software so that we can save it into our database. So when we go to our software, let's create 3 more rows. When we go to the row, we add 3 more, 1, 2, 3, and then we do percentage. Okay, and then we will go to, okay, that's all. We need 2 columns too, so the columns are already 2. Okay, so let's just go to okay, and then we can drag it into the container, but then I need to add a text box here. Actually, let me add a panel. So we look for a panel here, we just put it here. A panel is like a container that you can put stuff inside. So you just put it here, and then you dock that one to the top of the form. Okay, when you dock to the form, let's just resize it a little, and then let's put a label inside here. Drag the label and put it inside here, and then let's name the text of the label add new user. Okay, and then let's change the color of the background color of the panel itself, and then let's just change it into blue, some kind of dark blue, which is 64.0,0. You can actually sorry, I used to have this code that gave me a darker blue. Okay, this is it. Actually 10 the thing. So you can actually go here and then choose which one, whatever color you want, and I will change it. So now we can't see our label actually because it's black, and then so let's select the label here, and then let's change the color of the label to white here like this. Okay, and then the font size, let's do it to 12, and then let's make it a little bold. Okay, and then now what we can do here too is we can dock that one into that particular panel like this, and then we change the